I'm going to be walking you through all the trades I'm going to be taking this week. Last week was a very unprofitable one. It's just I'm sitting at break even, and this week as well we're already on a trade. I took one break even yesterday and I took one loss yesterday, and I'm currently in on a trade currently on GBPUSD, and I'm just going to be sharing all the breakdown of the trades that I took yesterday and the one I taken currently. So I'm still going to be dropping a video now. I'm handling the losses. It's probably have dropped already even before Saturday that you're watching this video, but let's just go into the chart and just show you what I'm looking out for currently on GBPUSD. And I'm catching a sniper entry currently, so let me just take you into the chart. So currently on GBPUSD, I'm in on this sell, and as we can see, we've been on the sell since Monday, and since Monday already I was able to post my directional buyers for the week, and I updated the group that I'm going to be looking at for more of sales on GBPUSD this week. And let me just show you what I'm looking at on currently on this trade. This is the zone I was expecting price to come into. I'm still going to explain all these trades that I took yesterday, but let me just focus on this one that I took today. So I was waiting for price to just come into this zone, tap me in, and then I'm going to short to the downside. Then price came almost to my entry, went back into my direction, and then came back into my zone. It almost immediately tagged me in. Price started going in my direction, but not so soon. They tried it as well, still reverse course. We have not had any clear direction. Price has been ranging. It has been ranging since last week. This whole month has just been full of mostly stop losses and break evens. You make a loss, recover it, the next trade break even. That's how it has just been for me this month. And let me just show you what I've been looking at, because I took my time to study the chart and just look at what is happening in the market. So let me show you something. So as you can see, we've had a range here. We had a range starting from Tuesday last week up until Thursday, which was the last day I traded for last week. We had just ranges, and then price broke out. Price again started ranging again. From Thursday, price ranged again till Monday. Then we had another breakout, and price is doing the same thing again. It is ranging. So I'm just expecting this range to break out as well, because that's been what price has been doing currently. So I'm just following the trend. I'm following what the price is actually what the price is actually doing. So we've had this breakout, price ranged, breakout, ranged, breakout again. So I'm expecting a breakout from this range as well. So that's why I'm taking this trade. And this zone is a zone I've been looking out for price to come into. And once price comes into, I just take the trade. If price comes back to this low of the week and hits me out, I agree to be totally wrong. But one thing I want you to just take note of is you might be right and you still take losses, which is very fine. It's very okay for you to take losses. It's still back part of the game. But one major thing is just managing the losses very well. So that's what I'm looking at on currently, and I'm keep on updating you. Price is still tanking in my direction as of now. And let me just update you on this trade I took yesterday. I took 2 trades on this. I'm going to add the entry again on this one. So this was Monday. No, this was Tuesday rather. Yesterday was Tuesday. So I took this setup. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame and just let me show you everything. Then let me toggle this off. Okay. No, not this. Sessions. Yeah, so we can have a much more cleaner chart. So basically, this was our high and low of the week. And how do I determine that? I have to toggle on my session breaks, come to settings, session breaks, toggle it on. Okay. Now it's like a period separator. It separates each day, so you can know. So you can just know where the candlesticks that formed for each day. So this is Monday, and now I determine my high and low of the week is I mark out the highest point price ever got to for the first 2 4 hour candle, and the lowest point price ever got to was the first 2 4 hour candle. So in this case, this was our high of the week. We had almost a double top around this region, and price reversed, and this was the lowest point of the first 2 4 hour candle to form for the week. So price came down to this point and broke with a full body below the low of the week. And how I determine my decision candlestick is by a candlestick that closes above, with a full body above or below. So in this case, we added to the bearish, so that was why we add this that we are looking at here. So this is our decision candlestick. So that helps me make an informed decision that we should be having more of sales this week. And going to the to the 15 minutes time frame, let's just go to the 15 minutes time frame, and then I show you something why I took this trade initially. So as you can see, we were having ranges around this region. So I was expecting my first take was for price to come and break this zone, and if it breaks this zone the price has been ranging off, that has been reversing off of, I'm going to be looking in the position for a buy, because a breakout signifies that there are presence of much more buyers in the market at that particular time. So price broke out, and I had an earlier entry. I entered around here because I was just sure the price was going to break out below it. So I was targeting a 1 to 2. My stop was initially, I think, here. I'm going to add a screenshot, but I was just targeting a 1 to 2. I think it was around here. That was where my stop loss is. I'm still going to attach the screenshot to it. So I was targeting a 1 to 2. Price went to my direction a bit. I was predicting the price will reverse into this zone, into this zone that I marked out there with this blue line here. Price will come back into it and just reverse. Price came initially, reversed a little bit, then price went straight to my stop loss. That was how we had it on this first one yesterday. Let me just leave it just for it being there. So the second trade I took was this one. I was expecting the price is going to reverse off of this zone as well, because I was sure we were going to have sales yesterday. So price came into the zone immediately. Price came into the zone. I saw weak rejection. I saw this upon this first one. I was just waiting for an extra confirmation for me to go in, and then price came. I knew it was coming to form an M pattern, rather. I knew it was coming to form a M pattern. And if you could see here, we had the impulsive correction and impulsive. So upon me seeing price here, I had already entered here. I had an earlier entry on this one as well. As price was going as price was going to form a double top around this region, I looked in the position as well. So price came here, price retraced, came back into this zone. I was still on the trade around this time. Price reversed up most to my stop loss, and I was able to take a profit of 1 to 1.5, because this was around 1 to 1.6 here. Let's look at it together. I was able to just catch a 1 to 1.5 yesterday on this one. Yeah, around here, yeah. 1 to 1.5, because price was moving, it was just moving anyhow. Price was not giving a specific direction that it's going. So that was why I opted out on the trade. Immediately I still 1 to 1.5, recovering this loss that I had initially. Then I locked out the position, and fast forward to this morning, we are on this trade currently. It's going well in our direction. At 1 to 1, I'm going to be reducing the risks on the table. I'm going to be reducing the risks, and I'm just going to update you on however this trade goes. I'm not all bent on it going in my direction. Price might as well still reverse. That's still completely fine, as long as my rules are followed. I'm not trading on impulses. Everything I'm doing is very, very, very much planned. That's what matters. So that's it for this trade, and I'm going to keep you updated. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. It helps the video get recommended to a lot of people. So do it to like, share, subscribe to the channel. As well, turn on your post notifications so you'll be one of the first person to get access to the videos whenever I drop. So that's it for now. I'm going to update you later. Quick update about the trade I took this morning. It's currently 11:09 and we're already at 1 to 1, and I'm going to be breaking even on the trade right now, right away. So we are going to be running risk free on the trade. So eventually, if it comes back to my entry, I'm going to be losing nothing on this trade. So that's the most important thing. You don't just think when you're in the trade. Whenever your what you've planned out is happening, just follow suit with what is already in your trading plan. You don't think while you're in the trade. So let me just go ahead and break even, because I'm going to break in even on the phone I'm using to film right now. So let me do that very fast. The market is still tanking. It's still tanking. Well, let me break even here. Yeah, so I'm currently at break even on the trade, and the worst market can actually do now is now reverse to my break even and just hit me out. So fingers crossed it goes in my direction, and anyhow it goes, I'm still going to be updating you. At 1 to 2 I'm going to be closing out some of the profit, and I'll just leave the remaining to run for 1 to 3 if eventually it's going to get there. So that's all I'm looking out for currently, and probably by night I'm going to update you. Yeah, so that's it. Alright, so it's currently 9:79. I just want to give an update on the trade I took today. So let me just take you into the chart. So this was the setup I took. I took the trade from this level here. Maybe price came into this level, I logged in the position, and price came for 1 to 1. Maybe it was 1 to 1. I broke even on the trade, and immediately got to 1 to 1.5. I closed some part of the profit already made, and I shifted my break even to this region here. So this region here, so that was where I shifted. I adjusted my stop loss. So price came back and just took me out for the remaining part of the profit. So I was left with a profit of about, I was just left with a few, I was just left with little profit on this one when it came back to my break even. So that was how we added. Then price stand down again, formed the W pattern, and then price to stop. So that was how we added today. It was profitable regardless. This is very, very important to have rules that you trade with, and just execute the rules with no emotions attached. So rules were followed, everything was in check, and I made a really good profit from this one today. So that was how we had it today. Tomorrow I'm going to come into the chat and just look for a setup during London session. If I don't see during London session, I'm going to be forcing it, and I'll just probably just wait for New York session. So that's just all for now. I'm going to see you tomorrow. It's currently the early hours of Saturday, and I just want to give an update on how Thursday and Friday went. I just did not see any setup, and I did not take any trade on Thursday and Friday here. So I was not, and the trades I was in was not giving me enough. I was not seeing enough confirmation to take them, so I just did not take any trade during Thursday. I wanted to trade during New York session, but I wasn't able to see any setup. On Friday, as I wanted to trade London session, I wasn't able to see any trade setup during London session yesterday. So that was how Thursday and Friday went. It's currently the early hours of Saturday, and it's the start of a new month already. So happy new month to every traders are out there, and to the community at large. Happy new month. And for this week I was able to just take 3 trades, a stop loss, a break even, and also a break even, although I secure some partials on the account as well. It's not really break even like that. So it's still, regardless, it's still break even. This is what it is. So the month of July was just a break even month for me. I was just up a little profit. So that's I was looking at the analytics of the account, and it's just up a little profit. And I was up a little bit profit because I was taking partials at some point, and I was always following my trading plan, breaking even when I ought to. And also that's how we added the month of July. This month of August is going to be a very good one. So do it to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Do it to turn on your post notification as well, so you'll be one of the first person to get access to my videos. Also, I'm working on something very, very interesting. It's going to be rolling out from this month of August that we are currently in, and it's going to be a full month for us. It's going to be a very full bulky month for us, and it's going to be loaded. So that's all I'm going to be saying for now. So do it to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Stay blessed.